Welcome to the next section of our advisor training modules. This section is addressing two components of being an advisor that you may not have thought much about. We're going to discuss hazing briefly, including what a student group might go through if a hazing investigation is triggered. And then we're going to discuss the Clery Act and what it means to be a campus security authority, which by being a club's advisor, you are. So let's start by talking about hazing. This isn't always the violent sort of hazing we see in the news, but hazing can be any sort of power imbalance in the club, usually led by the older members in the club. Making new members dress a certain way, making them carry certain items, or spend immense amount of time studying for quizzes and tests. These things all could be considered hazing, and it's a slippery slope till these sorts of actions escalate and start to have an impact on the students and their ability to succeed at UCR. Mysterious 10 p.m. meetings, required socials with alcohol. There's a lot of red flag behaviors that you as an advisor might pick up on. Since you have much more contact with the club, you can help stop some of these behaviors before they become serious. A good practice to remember is that club members are indeed students, so keep tabs on how much time joining the club really costs. If they're expected to stay out late every night for a week, what sort of impact does that have on their academics? Students likely have jobs, internships, family responsibilities. Being involved in this club is just one facet of their lives. So help your club remember that and give flexibility and leniency. I also mentioned that hazing usually has a power dynamic. Doing errands for current members, putting on a talent show for them. These are things that definitely separate the members and creates that imbalance of power, rooted in servitude and embarrassment. Help the club focus on activities they do together. Requiring things like community service is totally fine as long as everyone does it together. Every member is asked to dress nice this day, not just the new people. Obviously, there are also more dangerous incidents. Forced alcohol consumption, kidnapping prospective members and taking them somewhere, dangerous and mysterious games and activities late at night. These are all things that if you hear about, you should say something. You can start with the club, try to rewrite traditions, but if you've lost control of what the club is doing, you can initiate a hazing investigation through the Office of Student Conduct and Academic Integrity programs. Hopefully you'd agree that our top priority is the safety of our students, and you can help make sure that students joining the club you're advising are safe. If a group goes through an investigation, it's likely that all members will be interviewed, and it'll go much better for the organization if they're honest about what they've been doing, and we can begin to work together to get the group on a better path. If the members lie about what's happening, consequences could include the organization being deactivated and even specific individuals being removed from the university. Tell your group that this is a serious process, and honesty is, like always, the best policy. Now, there are other times when you might need to report something. You spend a lot of time with the students, and you might hear of information that is vital to the safety and security of our students. If you are a UCR affiliate, like a staff or a faculty member, you are designated as a responsible employee, and it is mandatory for you to report all Title IX related misconduct to the Office of Title IX within 24 hours of becoming aware of the problem. This includes any sexual harassment, sexual assault, relationship violence, or stalking disclosed to you by any student. You may also choose to connect with an office like the Campus Advocacy Resources and Education Office, or CARE for short, but you must promptly contact the Office of Title IX. More information about your role as a responsible employee is included in the UC Sexual Violence and Sexual Harassment Policy linked in the description below. As an advisor to a student org, you are also classified as what's called a Campus Security Authority, shortened to CSA, as designated by the Clery Act. If you're unfamiliar with the Clery Act, this is a federal mandate created in honor of a student who was raped and murdered in her college residence hall. The purpose of the Clery Act is to inform students about what's happening on their campus, and so that prospective students can make informed decisions. UCR publishes details about various crimes and incidents on campus to the public, but we need your help in making sure these numbers are accurate. As a CSA, you are responsible to report crimes such as sexual assault, robbery, burglary, and hate crimes. The easiest way to report is when something comes up. We know you're not an expert, but connect with someone who knows the options for your student and can file an official report. such as the Title IX office or the CARE office. Likewise, the campus police are a good resource, even if they just want to make it known that something happened, but they don't want to press any charges. Now, to make sure the campus has an accurate count, you'll get emailed about once a year, usually around September, with a short form to fill out, either to say, no, I don't have any cases to report, or yes, here's the information I have. If you happen to experience something and you didn't report it, this is your chance to now report that information. Now, to clarify, if you don't report these incidents when they happen, there might be consequences, at least if you're a staff or faculty member at UCR. If you'd like to learn more and you are a faculty or staff member, make sure to head to the UCR Learning Center and look up the interactive Clery Act presentation, which is much more in-depth than our presentation today. If you're worried about what's happening in the club you advise, this superficial training is just the tip of the iceberg, and we'd recommend you connect with a professional who can help walk you through your options and what might be expected of you. For incidents related to Title IX or sexual misconduct, you should start with the Office of Title IX. The CARE office can also provide information to you regarding confidential resources. Students can be referred to the Title IX office if they're interested in filing a report, but remember that you should report to the Title IX office as well as a responsible employee. Hopefully this was helpful and not too overwhelming. Thank you for watching, and let us know if you have any questions about these aspects of advising a student organization.